Baie welkom by die winter episode van Fietsfix. Ek is Etienne Ludik en ek is by Cycle Lab 4Ways vandag. En in hierdie episode gesels ek met Debbie Nathan oor jou immuunstelsel. Die winter is immers hierso, so ons het raad nodig oor hoe om nie siek te word tydens 'n padsessie nie. So gepraat van die winter, Tax het 'n nuwe binneshuise oefenmasjien bekendgestel. Gesels later met Mpo daaroor, maar vir eers winterklere. Wat om te dra, hoe om dit te dra en waar om dit te kry. Gift Kanyile van die klereafdeling gee raad.
Okay, so I'll be talking about what to have this winter and why to have it. So we're going to start off probably someone still starting out. I've got a real nice jacket over here. This is the First Ascent Magneto jacket, which pretty much you can convert into a sleeveless jacket. Just simply by pulling up the zip over here by the shoulder. Just show you that. So what's really nice about this jacket is that obviously when you're still starting out, of course, it is a bit chilly, but you don't want to get too warm. So with this, the nice thing is that once you have it on, you don't need to take the whole jacket off. So it's just basically removing the arms. There we go. So once you remove the arms, the jacket becomes like a sleeveless like that, which converts into a gilet. And then just to pop it back in, it's quite simple as well. So with this, it's just more like a windbreaker, just to break the bit of the chill. It's not really meant to make you warm. It will obviously trap that heat that your body is regulating. And then obviously moving to something slightly a bit warmer, you get probably something like this from Sportful. This is actually a really nice jacket. A guy wants something slightly a bit more fitted, and something obviously slightly a bit warmer compared to that. This one over here, it's a thermal one. It's got the fleece. What I do really like about something like this, it's something that still allows wind to go through, which means then you won't be sweating a lot. Look, ideally on a really, really cold day, I think this would make a great combination. You'd have something like this for the warmth, and then you'd have the windbreaker over it, which then you've got this jacket underneath that's more for warmth, and then this purely just to keep the wind off. Quite a nice thing as well. It is also water repellent, so a bit of a drizzle you can still make it. You just have to work on those legs after that. And then obviously moving over to pants. Pants is optional, but I just chose to show you one of these ones from Sportful as well. This is actually quite nice. These are the Giro 2 bibs. These are the longs. These are also the thermal ones, so they are quite warm. And as well, look, it hasn't got the wind stopper shell, which for some, I think that is actually quite a nice feature. Like we said, you don't want to be too warm when you're starting out the ride. It's nice and warm, and then 20-30 k's, you're like, okay, what now? So with this, it's a nice long pants, which you can still finish your ride with them without actually feeling the need to take them off, because they are still quite breathable as well. Yeah, so those are the three equipments I think will get you ready for this winter.
Nou dat jy lekker warm aangetrek is vir die roete, is dit tyd om na jou immuunstelsel te kyk vir die winter. Voedingskenner Debbie Nathan.
Cool, Debbie, nice talking to you again. Cycling, nutrition, and this time the winter is knocking at the door. I felt it this morning when I went for a ride, and my first thought was, how do I prevent myself from getting sick while riding? Because you cannot not ride, and you do want to go out and ride, but it is getting colder. So what do we do not to get sick?
Well, we cannot also not get sick. So we actually are designed, there are seasonal viruses and bacteria that we can't actually avoid them. What you can do is bump up your immune system naturally as possible using food. The other really good supplement to take is L-glutamine, something like that. L-glutamine, it's an amino acid, plays a really important role in one's immune system, and stomach is where your immune system resides, and really will help. The other thing is to really keep your high intake of natural antioxidants in your fruit and vegetables. One tends to not have as much fruit generally as one does in summer months. Maybe because there's not that much available, so seasonal is always better. And in season is plenty high vitamin C fruit and vegetables, obviously. So oranges all citrus fruit, and don't forget apples. And you've got your peppers, spinach, loads of stuff that has vitamin C in it. And antioxidants.
And something like a vitamin supplement daily, would that also be sufficient to help boost your immune system?
Well, it's okay. That's absolutely fine. It's just that individuals have individual needs. So some people would maybe require more vitamin B, some people, and mega dosing on any vitamin is not recommended. So some people are taking mega doses of vitamin C, where actually it can have a fairly toxic effect on humans. So the actual natural dose in a supplement form, in tablet form, should be fairly low. Some people will have it intravenously. Still, fruit and vegetables is the answer. But super physiological doses sometimes do more harm than they actually do good. So I would say, if you really have got something important coming up, stop shaking hands with people. Try not to do much kissing of strangers, and wash your hands. So yes, duck and hide. So to try and avoid getting sick, I would say make sure you wash your hands plenty, and stop shaking hands. Up some glutamine, not an overdose, a normal dose, and make sure your protein intake's high, you're staying hydrated as well.
How would this work now? This comes off the shelf, so if I do buy this, how do I take it, when do I take it, and how long before I get onto my bike and go? Because you can't obviously take it and a minute later go for a ride.
Well, you could actually. Nothing works instantly, like even caffeine takes a while to kick in. So it's an amino acid. It would be found naturally in most protein sources. People who take a good protein powder will contain L-glutamine. One can take it generally like in a powdered form in water. You can have a dose after you ride, before you ride, bedtime. It just depends on individual needs. So as one's training as well, if your training increases, and your immune system is likely to take a hit as well. So when you're not training as hard, you can have a normal once-a-day dose. But if your training is increasing, like guys going into 70.3 Ironman in Durban, their training is actually going up now. And they're training in the dark, in the cold. So I would suggest for those guys, possibly twice a day the dose.
Warm aangetrek, die immuunstelsel is waar hy moet wees, maar is te koud om buite te gaan oefen. Tax het 'n nuwe Real Feel spinner bekendgestel wat jou daai ware padgevoel op 'n oefenmasjien gee.
Goed, so die winter is nou hierso en as jy nie lus voel om in die oggende in die koue te gaan ry nie, is hierdie altyd 'n opsie vir jou. Die binnehuise oefenwiel, die spinwiel, die indoor trainer en op hierdie stadium is die Neo Smart van Tax. Soos hulle sê, die trendsetter. Maar ek gaan jou nie meer daarvan vertel nie, ek het vir Mpho by my. Mpho, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. This is the thing to buy if you're going to go winter training indoor, you don't feel like the cold outside. This is the one. But tell us about the Neo Smart.
Okay, the Neo Smart, it's a direct drive trainer, which you remove your rear wheel from your bike and then you put your bike into the trainer. So if you want to feel more realistic feel, that's the trainer that you need to go for. It's one of the quietest trainer in the market. There's nothing that's quieter than the Neo Smart. you can compare with other brands, for example, the Kika or the Cyclops. But the NeoSmart is the quietest trainer in the market, as well as when you look at application, it can work with almost any application that's available in the market, from Zwift, Trainer Road, and their own app, which is text application.
Why is the spin wheel, the big wheel in it, I see it's about 22.8 kilograms. Why is the weight of the drive wheel, why is it so important on something like an indoor trainer?
In terms of accuracy, in terms of power output, you're gonna get more power output on your NeoSmart. Like for example, you're looking at 2000 max resistance on the NeoSmart. So that's kind of amount that the trainer can be able to produce.
In terms of the back wheel, I still have one of those old trainers where you have to put a gator skin on, you have to swap tires, you have to either swap wheels or tires, and that is a schlep. You get 15 minutes wasted before you even get on the bike. This one, you just take your back wheel off and it's already got a cog in there at the back for you, right?
Correct. So anyone can use it, from your son, your wife, anyone can use the trainer. It doesn't have to be me only, everyone can be able to use the trainer. Just remove your rear wheel off and you put your bike on. Compared to the older one with the drum, whereby if my girlfriend, she needs to use the trainer, which means she needs to get her own tire, everything, and then now it becomes a problem. So this is gonna be either for myself, my girlfriend, or anyone else in the house who rides the bike can be able to use the trainer.
If you give this a rating out of 10, what would you give this one?
If I had to give a rating, I'll give it up to...
Taking things into consideration like the usability, the ease of use, how easy it is to set it up, how much out of 10?
I'll give it 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10, so this is definitely the buy for the winter then, absolutely.
100%. I'll go for the Tex NeoSmart.
So as jy nie wil uitgaan op die pad nie, Tex NeoSmart. Jy het gehoor hy werk saam met toepassings, ek is een vir toepassings, ek's 'n sakker vir dit. Maar as jy nie op die pad wil uitgaan nie, hierdie is die ouetjie wat jy in jou huis gaan opslaan. 9 uit 10. Cycle Lab het hom, kom kry hom. Jy gaan nie koud kry die winter nie.
Simon Wilkinson van die Tex ontwerpspan verduidelik die binnewerking van Neo.
Within the Neo, we removed all physical transitions. There isn't a belt, a wheel, or a roller. And this means that we've been able to create high levels of power and a level of quietness. To maximize performance, the Neo features a permanent motor. It is capable of generating 2000 watts that in turn provide enough torque to achieve a true road feel, making it the most powerful trainer to date. Another challenge was getting the motor and the Neo housing in between the forks of a bicycle. By really compressing the motor design, we've been able to achieve this, and the foldable wing-like legs provide great stability and allow for easy transportation and storage. This way, the Neo's design amplifies its innovative character and provides great usability and freedom. The Neo is not your average training companion. It represents a significant step forward in trainer experience. An exceptional partnership between design and engineering has resulted in the Neo, the first real direct drive.
Dit is dan die winter episode van Fietsfix. Ek sê Etienne Lyriek, baie dankie vir die saamry. Stuur vir my e-pos Etienne by rsg.co.za. Volgende keer maak ons weer so. Tot dan, bly veilig.